Hi everyone, this is Desmond O'Neill here again with another tutorial for you. And today we are going to do a thumbnail, and we are also going to I'm also going to show you how to do all of that in Gimp right after this. Okay, welcome back. This is Desmond O'Neill here again with another tutorial. So welcome to O'Neill's tutorials here on Elevation Niche. So today we are going to do a thumbnail for our YouTube channel, and it is quite easy to do. Sometimes what I use is Canva, but then at other times I use this program called Gimp, and it is so very easy to do. And I just want to show you how you can do it all in Gimp, and if especially if you have your own background photo ready to go. All right, so I have my photo already prepared in this folder right here. All right, it's my raw photos for editing folder, and I am going to go right here. I'm going to right click on the photo, and I am going to open it with Gimp, and Gimp is going to open, and our photo is going to appear. Great, so we have our nice nature photo that is all ready to go. I am going to duplicate the image by right clicking, and I'm going to go to duplicate layer. And as you all know, I like the whole idea of non-destructive photo editing. I can edit on one layer, and I can, if I make any mistakes, I can go back to the original layer here, and I can do my thing. All right, so we are here. I have my wonderful image, and I want to make some adjustments to it. Not that anything is wrong with the image, but I like to put my own touch, my own spin on it. And you can do the very same thing too. So with nature photos, it's quite different. We edit nature photos a little bit different to how we would do portraits and other type images of the sort. So with this photo here, you would notice that there's a quite array of colors that is going on here. You have the whites with the water coming off of the hills. All right, and I one of these days I'm going to show you how you can achieve this nice flowing shot here. All right, the stream is all going, and you can see things are going on here, and there's a quite array of colors. So we're not going to do anything much to it. What I'm going to do, I'm going to raise the saturation just a little bit, not too much. I remember we talk about raising in increments, so I'm just going to raise a little bit. Great, and I'm going to click OK. And if you want to know what that did, we're going to come out of the layer and then come back on. Not much, you can barely see anything there. All right, so we're gonna go back again. I'm gonna go to saturation, and I'm going to raise the saturation up a little bit, right? And I'm gonna click OK, and then we're gonna come back here. You seeing is a mark change, especially if you look up here where the reds are. You can see, right? So yeah, we did get a little bit of saturation in there, which is good. So the photo has changed a little bit, quite subtle change, and that's fine. We are also going to go into the brightness contrast section or tab, and we're going to click brightness contrast, and I am going to add some contrast to this image. And if you were paying any attention to my previous tutorials, you would know that the contrast makes the lights lighter and the darks darker, and it brings a greater separation between the two fields. So it gives you a nice look. So I am going to just add a bit of that. Wow, that looks really nice there. And I'm going to show you before it looks a little bit whiter, and then there's after. Great. So it looks actually more realistic just by us adding in that contrast. You don't need to smoothen anything out because this is nature. Nature is rough, nature is natural, and all of that. Okay, so this is great enough, and if you have a high definition type monitor, this will make um, a tremendous background. But we don't just want to do a background, we want to do a YouTube thumbnail. All right, we're going to do a thumbnail with this. So usually with a thumbnail you want to add some type of graphic, some type of wording to it. So I'm not going to add any of the fancy graphics that you see. You can always do those in a program like Canva or Poster My Wall or any of those types of manipulative programs in that sense. But what we are going to do right now, I'm going to show you how to put a what's the word I'm looking for? How to put a font. I'm going to show you how to put some writing, all right, some text onto this image, right? So it is quite simple to put the text. You go across to your left here, and as you can see, this big A, this is the text tool. So we're going to click that. And as you click the text tool, you're going to recognize right here that some fields come up, and you have right on the side here, you can choose the actual font that you want. And because I am using Linux has its own type of font scheme going on. So you have Bitstream Charter, Bitstream Charter Bold, Bitstream Charter Italic. You have all of these different ones. You have Deja Vu Sans Mono Bold, Deja Vu Sans Mono, and all of that. All right. But we're gonna go down a little bit, and we're gonna find Free Serif Italic. All right, so we're going to use that one. Because it's an italic font, it might be a little bit smaller, so I'm going to up the size. You see the size there saying 62. I'm going to carry that up to 70. Right? And red is going to just jump right out because it's a color that will not blend into our natural nature here. All right? And we want it to be centered. Okay, great. And the box might be a little bit dynamic. I'm going to put the box to be fixed. All right. And here, this is the letter spacing, side to side spacing. Then here's the up to down spacing. And right here, you have your indentation. So it just depends on how much, but I don't suggest that you put too much wording on your thumbnail. So I am just going to come across here. Now you notice that my cursor is now in a target form. I'm going to just drag and drop into the area that I want it, like so. Great. And with that, I'm going to double click in the middle here, and I'm just going to write Serenity, ERENITY. Wow, and that comes out really, really small. So I'm going to highlight that, and I'm going to come up here, and I'm going to make it as big as I can. Okay. There we go. All right, so back to 509. So if you're using the free serif italic font, 70 isn't good enough. You had to go all the way up to 509. All right, so I'm just gonna put that Serenity. And do I want to make it a bit bold though? Yeah, I think I can make it bold. So right up here I can click bold. All right, and I make it bold. And great. I'm gonna leave that right there, and it looks right where it is there. It looks absolutely perfect. All right, you can see everything. Yeah, and that is good enough for me. Now, this is just to show you the capabilities of GIMP. Such a versatile program that you can do so much with. All right, and now that we have finished, our word is up and everything. I'm going to go to that across here. I'm going to go across into this modal section here where it has the italics, and I'm going to right click on that. I'm going to click merge down. Right, so as I merge down, notice that all of the fields have gone. Now I can still go back and do some editing, but usually make sure you all that you have to do is done before you merge down. All right, so here we are before. Right, notice that the picture almost looks washed out. There are no wording, there's no fonts or anything like that, and after our edits it takes on a whole different dimension. All right, so our photo is ready to go, but one of the things that we have to do now, we have to make this photo in a way where it is going to be ready to be in a in the YouTube type thumbnail, right? It's where it's going to be in the YouTube thumbnail. So what we are going to do, we are going to go over into image, and we are going over into scale image. Are we seeing that? Scale image, and we click that. And one of the things that you have to recognize is that the YouTube thumbnail has a specific dimension. How many times you wanted to make a thumbnail, and when you're ready to put it over into YouTube, everything is just weird, right? Or YouTube is telling you that you need to resize it or something like that. Well, it's very easy. The custom figure for your standard YouTube thumbnail is 1280 by 720 pixels, right? 1280 by 720 pixels. So as we have went over into scale image, you see right now this image is 6000 by 4000, 6000 width by 4000 height. I want to, because the dimension means that the width has to be 1280 and the height has to be 720. It means then that you have your standard rectangular shape. So I want to ungroup the height and the width so it doesn't move linearly. In other words, it doesn't move together. So I'm going to ungroup it here. So I break the chain so I can adjust the width by itself. So I am going to come down here using the down arrow. There's also another way that you can do it, but I'm just going to use a down arrow, and I'm going to press down until I reach to 1280. Taking quite a bit of time, I can click here, click backspace, and I can punch in my dimensions, 1280. And I can also come down here, and I am going to, the height, it's only going to be 720. All right, and once I find that is okay, I don't interfere with the X and Y resolution, the interpolation. I don't interfere with anything else. I can click now scale, and GIMP is going to do its thing. It is going to scale my image for me, and there it is. It has made this nice gorgeous image into a thumbnail there for me, and it's ready. And I am going to just hit plus on my keyboard, and I have not lost anything. All right, it's right there. All right, so that is how easy it is to make a thumbnail using GIMP. Now I am going to go over and I want to export this. I'm going to export it as a JPEG file. So put nature photo, but I'm going to change that, and because it is a thumbnail, I'm going to put nature thumbnail. Now all of the YouTube people are saying that you must name your thumbnail the same name as your video. I don't know how much that goes, but you can also try it and see how it goes. All right, so now that we have named our thumbnail, we want to go down here to the file extensions, and we're going to click on JPEG, right? So it's going to be a smaller type thing, and I want to put it onto the desktop. Yeah, so it's on the desktop. I've named it. I've changed the extension from a TIFF file to a JPEG file, and now I am going to export this whole thing. Right? It's asking me to export. I have all the information. Yes, and it has already exported it. And that is how simple it is, my friends, to make a thumbnail right inside of GIMP. No problems whatsoever. And notice that we started from an image. You can use an image, maybe something that you took a picture in your backyard, and you want to make that image into a thumbnail. It is so easy. All right, so let's come out of this, right? Let's minimize here. Great. And so here is our thumbnail. I'm just gonna double click it there, and it's all nice and good. So let's say that we want to go over. I will going to use. Okay, so I'm just gonna show you how it's gonna fit very easily. Going to just open up Canva. That already has its dimensions for a YouTube thumbnail. You can click right here. Right? And all you have to do is to drag and drop right into Canva, and we have our thumbnail there that is ready to go. Right? So as I said, Canva already has its dimensions put out, so we just extend right here, extend right here, extend right here, right, and extend right here. There you go. And this is the image that we have, and we can now export this, but we don't necessarily have to. But I'm saying that it's already, I'm just showing you because Canva already has the YouTube dimension done, put there for you. I'm just showing you how easy our photo has fit, right? Because we already did the proper dimensions inside of GIMP. So if I were to, because I don't have a video for it, I'm just gonna probably let's try and see if I can probably right. So I'm just gonna go to create here, upload. Right, see, now it requires a file to upload before you can do the thumbnail. All right, I don't have any files prepared, but trust me, we already have the dimensions of the uh, of the thumbnail. We already have the dimensions of the thumbnail, and it is all ready to go, ready to be placed in your video and that sort of thing. All right, so I hope that you were able to learn something about GIMP today. I hope that you were able to learn how easy it is to add some text to an image in GIMP. I hope you were able to learn how to do some natural or nature photography editing. I hope you were able to learn a bit about creating a thumbnail for your YouTube video right here in GIMP. And everything is absolutely free. You don't have to pay for anything. There's no monthly subscription. Nobody has to ask you for your credit card and you getting charged these miscellaneous fees or anything like that. It's quite easy. Right, so this is O'Neill Photography once again. There's one O'Neill here from O'Neill Photography. If you've liked anything in this video, I know I make some mistakes. That's common. Sometimes when I'm talking, I always make a lot of mistakes in my speech. But if you enjoyed the video and you find that this video adds some value or it gave you some knowledge that you didn't have before, please like and subscribe to Elevation Niche and let us know if there is a particular tutorial on GIMP that you certainly would like to know. All right, so that's all for now, and I'll catch you guys on another video. Take care and God bless.